Whew, I rushed back to this one. Wow. I hope I'm not missing delivering the good stuff to you, because as soon as that reboot started, the Ubuntu stuff started, and there was a few things that went up in there that were missed, and I told my browser to restart everything, but I had to restart the streaming. So I rushed, and I do think I'm streaming again now, and here you have it. It just said a few things, and then it popped me into this, type username. So this is a big moment. This is Linux on Windows running just as if it were fully integrated. Now it looks so underwhelming, and you don't know how much this is going to change your life. Now the text is too small, especially on this screen I'm streaming to. I'm going to have to change the text regarding these various videos to make them proceed in a logical sequence. Maybe I'll edit them all together in a linear sequence on one of my blogs in my blog system, so that they are kept in sequence. I'll maybe make a playlist in YouTube. But here's the Ubuntu logo that corresponds to a COM window. It's still a command prompt. This is still an old-fashioned DOS command. Reconnection successful. Okay, so there was a hiccup in OBS Studio recording the streaming. My instincts that stuff might be going wrong were right, but I do believe I am streaming, and here we are with Linux on Windows. Now I'm going to do the few things that you need to do to make it usable. It insists on a username, so very standard thing is to make user Ubuntu on machine Ubuntu. Give it a password, and now there it is. Now let's take care of the main thing wrong with this. The main thing wrong with this is that the command prompt, the DOS command prompt window it's coming up through is extremely limiting. Let's see what happens if we do a maximize on it. See, unusable. Making the font bigger and smaller is conceivably possible, but that interface that you go into is just terrible. This way of doing this stuff is so 80s. This is the way it was on the Amiga. Not even as good. Okay, so just exit out of that. EXIT, the magic words. You would think that you would be restarting a Unix machine or a Linux machine every time you do that, but let's just show you if you wanted to get back to that. Oh, you can do this. It puts it up in a little shell, in a little wrapper, but you need to know that's pretty much the same thing as typing COM again, and from COM typing WSL. That's all that icon is really doing. Yeah, and look at that speed, that performance, right? You get into that just like it's poof. It's just there. Yeah, there's some trickery going on so that it's not a full Linux system boot every time. So it's always safe to exit out. When you exit out from a COM shell that you entered it through, it exits out to the normal // // If you run it through here, you don't have to deal with the fact it's COM window again. But even that's still substandard. Okay, so what is standard? If that's substandard, what's standard? Go into the Microsoft Store. You type in Windows Terminal. There it is. There's the two versions here. I'll finish typing Windows Terminal so you can see the two versions pop up. There's going to be the one for everyone that they put right here in front of you. And a lot of you might actually want to go ahead and do that. This is the one place where I accept the bleeding edge. And I take this one, which is where they push out the advanced features as they are developed. It's a little more moving target. You can see some of the pictures of all the stuff I don't do. The transparent to the background, the subdividing it into panes. Not interested in any of that. But there are other advanced features that are in the terminal that I am interested in. So we get this. This is your transition now. This is through the looking glass, my friends. This terminal program is the wardrobe. It's your invitation to Hogwarts. It's your Young Ladies Illustrated Primer. Open. Says me. It defaults to PowerShell. We will fix that unfortunate aspect, this unfortunate bug. Well, now you got the Control Plus, and so you got some control over your font size. Windows Terminal can be set as the default terminal application. Open settings. Well, you definitely want it as your default terminal application. But you also don't want PowerShell. You want Ubuntu. And notice that Azure Cloud Shell, right? There's no getting rid of that. It's got to be on the menu, because if you're going to get this freebie, you're going to pay for it. Now we can close out of that. Do you want to close all tabs? Oh, wait. We want to save that. Don't forget to save. But now you can close all tabs. That's fine. You have terminal. And now the way things should be is the things that you really want should probably run across the screen. These I'll get rid of because they're temporary files. This I'll try and hide soon. And terminal. Terminal. Windows Terminal app. Drag copy to make its shortcut out there. If that doesn't work, right click. No, we should be able to drag copy. Does that not work in Windows 11? We drag copy from here. Pin to start. Okay, yeah. First you pin it to start. Okay. Once it's pinned to start, isn't that where I was just dragging it from? Oh, Windows 11 is going to take some getting used to. Pin to start. Isn't that start? That is start. Is that not start? Oh, and then I removed it from pin to start. I see. Windows Terminal app. Terminal preview. Dun, dun, dun. There, Windows prompt can be set as the default terminal application in your settings. So I believe we were just there. Default terminal application, Windows Terminal preview. Save. And notice there's even launch on machine startup, right? For some real old schoolers. Once you have this full screen and stuff, if you launch it on startup, it looks like you're booting into a old-fashioned, non-graphics machine. It's almost usable. One more time. Oh, it says so it must be pinned there. Yeah, it's really going to take some getting used to. Let's just try running it. Is it 2 clicks? It couldn't be 2 clicks. No, I guess you click it over here. No, I guess it's here under this one here. Okay, well that definitely runs it. Now we're going to want to run it full screen, truly full screen, but let's get a few things down here. Settings. Okay, settings. Oh, that's where we were there. Okay, so appearance. You can do the appearance for each individual type of shell you get here, or you can do a sort of global appearance. Use system default for language, theme, set the theme. Always show tabs. Tab will only show when a new one is created. It's interesting, a practical alternative to full screen mode with tabs turned off. Hide the title bar, requires a relaunch. You can hide the title bar, that's interesting. Show acrylic and requires relaunch. Always on top. Tab width mode. There's font size. You can't just do a global font size under appearance. Is that not a appearance issue? Color schemes, rendering, actions. I guess it's, defaults of your various terminals. That's where it's going to be. Appearance there. Yeah, much too small. And where's like use current? All right, at least it shows you. 20 is a nice start. Save. Now that open in full screen, I think that was under appearance up here. Did I skip over that? Because that was a really important one. Language, theme, always show tabs. Hide the title bar. Show acrylic, use canvas terminal, always on top. Tab width mode. Full screen is such an important one. Maybe it was here. Starting directory, icon, tab runners. Color scheme, font face, font weight, retro terminal effects. Glowing text and cursor shape. Yeah, you definitely want to go to a filled box. Startup. Launch size, launch size. Was full screen. Where's full screen? Is it, am I missing it? When terminal starts. Launch, hide the terminal, new instance behavior. Oh, there we go. Full screen. There we go. Big font, full screen. I'm not hiding the taskbar yet, but yeah, let's hide that taskbar. One more thing. Oh, that's on. Hide the taskbar is on. Okay. One more thing. Interaction. Automatically copy selection to clipboard. Very, very important. Must be on. Text format when copying. Plain text only. That's good. This is good. This is good. This is good. Now you have something that's very much approximating a usable, getting it into the finger muscle memory thing. I really have to get it on the desktop so that there's a keyboard shortcut for it. But I suppose we'll do just one more terminal and then just select terminal preview from here. There's terminal app here. This is a little bit concerning. They do have different icons. Maybe it was pre-installed. What the heck is that? Okay, well, it's terminal preview that it does run, and there you go. See, this looks a lot more like it. Yeah, see, you're starting to feel it. You wanted to copy this over somewhere. Yeah. Open up NotePad. Control plus to make that big. And there's something copied from terminal, right? So copy paste between the word world of terminal and the world of Windows is real easy. The screen transition has something to be desired, as I can't stop saying, except look, is this not how, oh yeah, right, Vim. There's Vim. Vim foo.t.md for Markdown. This is a headline. This is a bullet point. And another. And another. And I really can't shut up. Anyway, save, quit. Now it's Vim, ls, Vim foo. There it is. You start do stuff, right? So exit and poof, it's gone. Okay, so let's do our final step of really making it usable. Then I'll just drop these into documents. Windows key E. If you don't use that for Explorer and you're on Windows, you should start using it. Documents. Pull these in here. Okay, now let's go into Explorer for a second. Oh, there's people. Oh my goodness. Why don't you say something? Let's pop out the chat. And this is the video, by the way. This is like unboxing a Raspberry Pi for the first time for the world. This is on that same level. Gotta tell you. Windows tab, drop the chat onto the place where I'm going to be doing a lot of experimenting and stuff. That's screen 1. Oh, I guess that's where I was. That's where the browser is. I don't know. I don't want it on screen 1. I'm going to put that on screen 2 where my notes are. This is where I'll be doing experimenting. We'll put that there and that there. And we already did this. So it's clean up desktop. And gotta try to not use my Vim keys, my Vim fingers, my habits. Get Windows Terminal from Microsoft Store. But you don't have to pay for it. That's great. Okay, so we're cleaning up the desktop now. And get rid of the recycle bin, right? So go back to the browser. We'll pull this one up. Windows 11, hide recycle bin. How to easily hide the recycle bin on Windows 11. Jesus, such a press the Windows and I keys to get to the settings app. Personalization, themes. Okay, it's similar to under Windows 10. I shouldn't even have gone into it. It's under a themes thing. So it's settings. Thankfully, it's still fairly easy to get to settings. It's not as nice as it was under Windows 10, but it's like any other icon. Here it's themes. Yeah. Desktop icon settings. Personalization, desktop icon settings. Personalization, themes. Desktop icon settings. Remove the check mark next to recycle bin. Hit apply. Bam. We do want night mode. Do I do night mode now? Contrast themes. No. I'll try to not chase the rabbit. Do not chase the rabbit. But you're starting to see now, right? Things are getting to be to a usable state. Okay, there's still too many things over here. The concept of picking these up and dragging them over there to hide is not working as I had hoped. It's not quite so easy to hide these things. Is there a right click here that we can do? Taskbar settings, back into settings. I don't think there's much stuff about these here. Was there something there? What did I do? Well, for a second there, it looked better than ever. No, I thought I had noticed something up here. Pen menu, turn that off. We don't need a pen menu there. Taskbar corner overflow. That sounds promising. Taskbar behaviors. Yeah, I guess that's the best we're going to get there. For right now, don't chase the rabbit. The last piece is really getting that icon up there. You used to be able to just drag these things from out of here, and I don't even see the, oh, there they are. There's a scrolly thing going on there. Nice Windows. That helps not. Hey, we did it. Okay, now see that little X thing? That means I'm not going to be able to let go. That means probably a modifier key before we start dragging it is going to be what's needed to create a link on the desktop. Move to top for sure. There's another one. We'll move that to top. I need to see the difference between those two. But this concept of not being able to drag it out to the desktop is a little unsettling. Pin to taskbar? I don't know. We'll try pinning it there and then dragging it from there. No. Unpin from taskbar. Creating a shortcut. App settings. Oh, I think I have an idea. We need to find its original location for my idea, but specifications, background app permissions, learn more about options, run at login, that's interesting, battery usage, defaults, terminate, reset. We need to find where it is on the drive. How can you even know where it is on the drive? Let's see if people are chatting to me yet. Someone say something. Jeez, where are you people? Are you there, you people? Let's see. Anyone watching? Yeah, it's on and off, 7 views. You tune in momentarily. Hey, what's Mike up to? It looks boring. A little frustrating. Oh, that's right. Things installed from the store are not easy to find on your drive. That's actually a thing. Oh, it may be that things installed from the store cannot be dragged as a link to your desktop because it's installed from the store. I think that's what's going on. Let's see if other things can be dragged to the desktop. See certain things? Oh, but that had that arrow on it. That had the arrow. So interesting. I am not a fan of Windows 11 so far. Certain things are easy, like the installing of Linux, but then certain easy things seem to be becoming impossible, which is like just having an icon on the desktop of something. Okay, let's check on Google, right? Check what Google says. Windows 11 icon on desktop. How to add icons to the desktop in Windows 11. Are there problems with doing that? How to add icons to the desktop. Launch the Start menu. Type the name of the program. Oh yeah, right click. Now select the program icon. Context menu. Send to. Send to desktop from a right click in sort of this thing here. Let's give it a try. So if we right click on it here, there's going to be a send to. I'm not seeing a send to. Show more options. Show more options. Right click. Is show more options over here? Open file location. That would be nice too. There's an open. Yeah, you're not going to get a file location from something that was installed from the Microsoft Store. They're too paranoid about stuff going wrong. The whole reason to do that is to take away your access so that they can do hocus pocus underneath of you and do maintenance on this stuff. Well, so this is a mixed success. I'm probably going to have to do a little bit of research and figure some stuff out to get back to that point of making things usable. You know, nothing is ever as easy as it seems, and the simple stuff seem hard. I might have to give up the notion of keeping the icons here, which I'm only ever really doing because on the right click in Properties, you can drop your cursor in here, Control-Shift-O, and that's how I launch OBS now. I did a similar thing here for Microsoft Edge. Properties. Oh, it got rid of it at some point. Control-Shift-E. Apply. Continue. Okay. And those are both actually running, so it's not like I can particularly demonstrate that. But let's get something that's not installed from out of the store. Let's try NotePad. You should be able to right-click that. Or no, not even right-click. These things should be able to be just dragged up from the start bar, according to Windows 10. So that was NotePad. You grab that. No. Behavior has changed. NotePad. Let's try it from here. Drag up. Nope. Let's right click and see what options are there. Yeah, things are just much more locked down under Windows 11. This is not Windows 10. This is most certainly not Windows 10. Formalization of APIs through much more tightly controlled, systems. Yeah, it's becoming more Macintosh-like for sure. At least the Mac shows you where things are on the hard drive. I'm getting tired. Getting tired of Windows. I'm going to stay on Windows 10 for a long time, I think. Yeah, there's some people joining in. I wish I had something more interesting to show you, but at this point, to get it to, okay, so let's back up and retry. I'm just trying to get keyboard shortcuts to launch a terminal real easy. So, I go back into Edge and I say Windows 11 keyboard shortcuts. Not keyboard shortcuts in Windows 11. Windows 11. Keyboard shortcuts not working. Keyboard shortcuts on app. New with Windows 11, Windows logo key plus down arrow, and it's just some new keyboard shortcuts. Windows 11, assign keyboard shortcut. How to set up your own keyboard shortcuts. Windows 11, numerous keyboard. How to download and install, right? So it's one more piece of software. It used to be a built-in feature of Windows 10, just whatever you put on the desktop, you could have a hotkey for. Now you have a new software dependency from something you need to download. I wonder if it's a download from Microsoft. Yuck. Well, the old way actually is working to some degree, because here it is on Edge and OBS Studio. Let's check that. Control-Shift-E. There it is. Even though it's running, it'll start it in a new window here. And Control-Shift-O I'm not going to do because that I don't want to really mess up. So the question is, things installed from the Windows Store dragged from the desktop, right? So Windows 11 shortcuts on desktop not working. Right, because that's kind of what's happening. And I know I'm searching in Bing here and not Google. That's just because I haven't gone through the setup stuff to switch it over to Google yet. But let's see what Bing has to say about it. Top 7 ways to fix keyboard shortcuts not working on, I would guess, Windows 11. Yeah, right. Can bring a lot of comfort to correct keyboard. Yeah. Just troubleshooting when your known keyboard shortcuts don't work. Like built-in operating system ones, like launch Windows Explorer. Okay, hey, this might be promising. Accessibility keyboard. No, on-screen keyboard. Sticky keys. I was hoping there was a new keyboard shortcut system. That would work. Restart interface. Ugh. Yeah, no, wild goose chase there. Windows 11 drag shortcut to desktop not working. Maybe. Videos of it. Drag and drop not working in Windows 11. Try these fixes. And there's a lot of interest in dragging and dropping files to the taskbar. Maybe people were using that as a send to thing. Create desktop shortcuts in Windows 11. That's what I'm interested. Yeah, let's create some desktop shortcuts in Windows 11. The usual drag and drop on Windows 10 is not available yet in Windows 11. Press Windows key R, then enter shell : apps folder, right click, then create shortcut. For now, if you want to enable the usual drag and drop feature, you can use a tool from GitHub. Click start all apps and just drag and drop the app to create it. That's what I've been trying to do. But maybe all apps. Just click on start all apps. Start. Is there an all apps thing here? There it is. There's all apps. Maybe there's something different about this user interface, right? And then you find the one you want. Windows Terminal. Right click. Oh, wait, they're saying drag. So if I minimize this, and I think it's a different terminal, but if we right click and drag, that's a link to Windows Terminal. It may or may not be the nice big window that I want. It may or may not be anything. That is not nice. See, there's these two different things, terminal and terminal preview. And we can't, oh yeah, right, that's the, you can't drag this. You can't drag that one either. Maybe the pinned ones you can't drop, but you can from all apps. We certainly saw that we could get that Windows Terminal, but there's Windows Terminal preview. Link, yay, success. You just need to know where to go. That was a weird flash. Okay, right click on it. Well, first of all, a control, like a scientific control. Full screen terminal. Yeah, full screen terminal. Oh, great success. Exit. Right click. Properties. Shortcut key, Control Alt T. This is the payoff. This is what this video is all about. All right, time to get started. You're working in Windows 11. You start up, Control Alt T. Now you got a usable system. This is through the looking glass. This is through the wardrobe. This is your invitation to Hogwarts. And if you don't know what the heck I'm talking about when I vim foo.md, what you want to do is, once you're in here, vim tutor, V-I-M-T-U-T-O-R, as one word. You'll think something went wrong, and then you'll find something went right. And then you read this screen. You won't even know how to move that cursor on the screen around until you read down to about here. And then you will learn the J's and the K's and the L's and the H's to navigate. The colors aren't set that great, and that bell is going to drive you crazy, but you will at least learn how to navigate the screen. And then by lesson 1.2, you will find the answer to the world's funniest riddle. How do you quit Vim? Okay, you quit Vim by :Q, enter. All right, if you didn't make any change. If you made a change to the file, then it has to be :Q, ! enter. And that's it. That's it. You're welcome. Your new life begins today. And you want to get out of full screen? You type exit. All right. That's Mission accomplished. Let's see if there's anyone here. Anyone talking? No, probably. Okay, let's see if there's peoples. And then I'm going to just do some of the final touch-ups. I can't stand these icons changing as I cycle between different virtual screens. That's a lie. It's a bad user interface device. All things running should always be active here so that this becomes a navigation device to jump between your different virtual screens. Duh. Okay. So we'll see if people are chatting to me. I put that on what screen? See, I lose track of where I am with the lefts and the rights. So this is where people might chat to me. That's screen 2. Windows key tab will show us the interface for that. Desktop 1, desktop 2, desktop 3, and desktop 4. Desktop 1 has the browser right now. That's going to be my ultimate destination for terminals. In fact, now I'll rearrange stuff because it's starting to feel like home. OBS can be all the way over here. In fact, why not go up to my 7 screens? There's no reason to not have my traditional 7. I just dropped OBS on this one here, and I put my streaming stuff all the way over to the right so that it's just out of the way. You accidentally come across it less. My browser, definitely on screen 3. Jupyter will be on screen 2. And full screen terminal will be over here, which this pale imitation of Vim is right now. We'll just close out of that. Do I want to save? Yeah, what the heck, I'll save it. Oh, no, I don't want to because I moved the location of that. So it recreated the file here. It's now actually in my documents folder, BWAR. BWARB. Chat belongs where? Yeah, I guess here with the terminal. I was going to do full screen terminal, but now I can do Control-Shift-T. Taking a little longer than I expect for the Linux to come up, but hey, it's better than a whole system Linux system boot. Now you can actually do function F11, for example, get it back into tabbed mode where you can pick it up, maybe pick it up, and do the arrow snap features, right? Make dir GitHub. CD GitHub, git clone, git at github.com. My SSH keys aren't set up on this machine. Forget it. I am not going to struggle with getting my keys in place to show you cloning my GitHub repos. But believe me, once I do that piece of setup, I am going to be very much at home here. Honestly, now that we've got these things left out on the desktop for keyboard shortcuts, cleaned out most of the clutter. I'll have to get rid of a few things down here. All that's left is these screen transitions and stabilizing these icons, which has been a real challenge on the settings. I don't know why I can't just go into taskbar settings and go to it seemed like it was taskbar behaviors. There was something ghosted here. Show my taskbar on all displays. When using multiple displays, show my taskbar on share my select the corner. Show badges, automatically hide. Text bar alignment. Corner overflow. Weird. Meet now is all whatever that is. That's got to be off. Virtual touchpad. Always show the touchpad. Ugh. Windows 11 always show all icons on taskbar. Virtual desktop. Show all icons on taskbar. PC Mag, I know them. How to show icons on the taskbar in Windows 11. Virtual desktops in Windows 11. Maybe it's a virtual desktop kind of feature. Let's check that in settings. Huh. Now you can lose settings again because it's just like an icon like of any app. Virtual. VIRTUAL, virtual. Desktop settings, customize desktop settings, customize desktop settings. Choose what windows to show on the taskbar when using desktops. Okay. Oh, yay, I think I found it. That is not what we want on all desktops. There we go. That's a critical one. System multitasking. Oh. I should really be taking notes text-wise, but I'll relook over this video. That is a huge usability improvement. You would not think so, but now that we have it chosen, look at that. We switch between virtual desktops and your icons at the bottom don't pop. You at least have some grounding, some stability. Whew, okay. Now, there were some other multitasking options in there we will look at while we're in this multitasking place. Desktops. Show all open windows when I press Alt-Tab. Alt-Tab. Show all open windows when I press. What are the other options? Oh, on all desktops. No, you want to show the ones of the one. Oh, wait, if we do all desktops and you do that, you can drag anything onto any desktop. Interesting. All open windows show up here, and then you can drag anything onto any desktop without choosing the destination window first. I want this over here. I want this over here. Yes, that's a good one. Definitely worth keeping in mind. Left click to get to it, okay. Alt-Tab, pressing Alt-Tab shows open windows and 5 most recent tabs. Yeah, open windows only. Yeah, open windows only. Get rid of the clutter. You don't want any of that last 5. You don't want floating relative stuff. You want fixed stuff, fixed, so that muscle memory can start to dig into predictable behavior. Anything that happens subtly differently anytime fights against your muscle memory. Okay. Any of you chatters, and I don't even know where to look for it. Yeah, here it is. Still nothing on my most important video ever, showing you folks how to do Windows Linux on Windows. Sorry, I get distracted by the apartment stuff. And close that phone. Is there anything else? That was an important one. These were important ones with the keyboard shortcuts. I'd like to just hide some of those last things there. And then the screen transition, which I can't have, which will never look as good as Windows 10 until they fix that. Let's see, Windows 11, virtual desktop, animation, missing. Still back in 2021. I've read all of those from 2021. Close. Turn the phone over. Distractions, distractions. Oh, I'm looking for the options that are in Google to make it like the last, year, last month. Bing ain't Google.